post no dirty shit.
Alright. You should be alright, the notification should be coming through soon.
5, 4, 3,
3, 2.
2. Still don't get a notifications. There it is. There. Why every time I say that, there's always a notification pops up?
Yeah, happens. Let me turn up the volume of the music real quick. It's kind of low, so.
Hey, ooh.
Well, black people hear music, they don't know how to act.
That bitch sound like a broken horn.
That sound like a dying elephant went to a black party.
Help me!
You sound like one of them dogs that be getting their ass whooped by a belt. Put your ass down. Told you to stop playing. Quit shitting everywhere.
Wow. Someone called Peter.
What the fuck?
I am the penis.
What?
What?
Oh my god.
Can
Coachy, ma'am. Coachy. Coachy.
Alright, I'll share the link later. I can't. There we go.
Can we start now?
We're about to start in a little bit, nigga. Dang. Hold on.
Everybody loves Wayne Brady because he make Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
How is that funny to you? Man, you suck, Callie.
Kelly get it. Kelly, justice for Juicy. Mega hats. What are we doing? Subway sandwiches. Oh shit! Sandwiches.
How do you spell this guy's name? Alright, we got 2 people viewing. Thank you for showing up, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Who just came here?
We got 2 people in the stream right now.
Joe the
Alright,
animator.
and then. Oh, Ian?
All that nigga Joe Budden in the building.
Alright, there we go. Alright, what's up, YouTube? It's Cali Go 45 and Future Prospects. Welcome to our 15th stream. So, for tonight's podcast, we'll be talking about a lot of topics tonight. So, stay tuned for that. We got Vic Mignogna, we have Cardi B, Black Widow, and we got many, many more topics that we'll be talking about tonight. So, let's get on with it. So,
Okay.
let's.
Sorry.
Ain't no introductions are a bit.
Oh, my bad. You right. So,
No.
no. I'm sorry. So, for tonight's podcast, we have Aunt G's.
All my girls built like lollies.
Oh my god. V-Man the Killer.
I just saw Cosby going to scream digging his nose.
We got Cosmic.
I'm fucking tired for the head to the void taking up.
We have our boy Game Logic, who's currently unavailable, but he'll be here soon. And we have our special guest tonight. We have Joe the Animator.
So,
AKA Joe Budden.
Alright, so
Stop.
Soccer fax machine.
Stop.
Don't forget that.
No.
So anyway, since we got Joe in here, let's start off with it. So in the past week, you uploaded two or three videos about coming at anime Twitter about bashing
Mhm.
Sakura. So can
Yeah.
you shed some light on that to any viewers that haven't seen that video or your videos at all?
Oh, so you want me to explain my point to an extent?
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
give a
Just
short
keep it
rundown of why you made that video and like what you said.
keep it short and sweet.
All right, short and sweet.
Just like candy, candy.
So go ahead, Joe. You got the floor.
All right. Well, mostly because I made that video because a lot of people give Sakura shit for being a bad character or whatever in part one.
Yep.
And since me myself am getting into writing, I realized that it's really not that she's bad, but it's more so Kishimoto gave her flaws and negative aspects for her to develop and get rid of later on. And it kind of bothers me that a lot of people don't understand a simple writing tool like that, where you give a character flaws at the beginning and then they get rid of them later on.
Right.
So I just thought I would drop a little video like that for Twitter to see, and apparently it got a lot of traction. So that's where I'm at now. But yeah, I just really wanted to expose that fact. And then my second video was just the double standards that they apply to different characters. For example, we have Hinata, who gets beat up to protect Naruto, and she gets praised, while Sakura does the same thing in part one, and she gets called useless. So
Yeah,
I
see
just
that a
pointed
lot.
that out. So I think this was a little unfair. But yeah, that was basically what I was trying to say with those two videos.
Yeah, and I've seen your other videos further explaining Sakura's strength and weaknesses and her progression as a character. And I look, I honestly agree with you 100% because I'm too in the writing. And what Kishimoto did for Sakura, it makes so much sense. And I can totally understand people not liking Sakura, but it's like there's a difference between hating a character and like hating but understanding their character.
Yeah, it's the same thing with someone like Tenten. Like, for example, like, yeah, you can say she's useless, but honestly, if you look at her arsenal, what can she actually do? It's not her fault that, she's fighting people that are too strong.
Yep.
I mean, you can't really hate on Tenten because she's the only person that used actual ninja tools.
Exactly. I think Tenten's the only actual ninja in the story. Everybody else has some kind of powers. She doesn't.
And here's another thing about anime Twitter I've noticed. It's like when you clearly explain something, they still like the whole concept goes over the top of their head and they just neglect all facts and just go straight on what they truly believe in and like the whole beliefs about their characters and stuff. It's like, man.
That applies to a lot of things. People just won't let go of what they believe despite being faced with a lot of objective truth. And it's just really weird to see.
And at the end of the day, this shit is all entertainment. That's the thing. It's all entertainment. But niggas take it like this their whole life story. Like nigga, like bro, like I was telling you before, I'm like niggas take this shit like more than their whole lifestyle. Like niggas know more manga chapters and anime episodes than the SSN number at this bitch. Like, bro, get a life. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's cool to be a weeb and all that shit in 2019, 2020 and all. Like, it's more acceptable. But it's like,
you gotta have some balance.
Yeah, balance, and it don't be no balance. Like real shit. Like, I'm kind of buzzed, but I'm on some real shit though. Like, if you gotta say you are some form of a stan of an anime, to me you a weirdo nigga because you say one wrong thing. Oh no, fuck that! JoJo's the greatest anime of all time. Fuck you, nigga. Like what?
That's true. I had somebody come at me with the nigger card.
Yeah,
bro.
I saw that too.
That was funny.
Right, and I was gonna bring that up. Like, you know, you ain't got no insights when you gotta bring up a nigga race up. Like, this one you nigga. Man, shut your bitch ass up. I'm stiff arm you in your chest, nigga. Like, boy, shut up. Ain't even gonna bust no grip in no fruit fight, nigga. Nobody worried about your weird ass. Like, come on, bro. For real, like, half these niggas is Twitter fingers don't really be about shit, and then you pull up on niggas like, oh, it was a prank, bro. It was a joke. It was just stating my opinion. Yep. Nah, it's a difference between stating a structured, thoughtful, understanding opinion than just talking ignorant shit. There's a difference, and people use that as a scapegoat to be like, no, it was just my opinion. Yeah, you have the freedom to say what you feel, but there's a there's a way to come across it without being an asshole or coming off as like you're better than somebody. Like, we grown. At the end of the day, we all grown. So all this shit that motherfuckers arguing about or trying to be cool about, like, it's all fictional. This all entertainment. Have a passion for it, but like, chill at the end of the day, because these bitches ain't real. These is fake.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta learn when to just take a break. Like, yo, you can discuss it, you can disagree, you can drop a video or two like discussing it, but don't make it affect your actual emotional state. Like, it's really weird to get that far.
Know what it is, though, Jay? Niggas nigga idolize it as a god, and that's a problem. When you feel like when you have to do that, go to that extreme, then something's wrong with you mentally.
Honestly.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the Sakura, anime Twitter bashing Sakura, and Joe the Animator made a video this week further explaining why Sakura doesn't need all this hate around her.
It's the Naruto community at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst communities I've seen. One of the worst.
And what's crazy too is that both Hinata and Sakura had their own progression in the series. And out of all the Kunoichis in the series, those two are the main people that had the best development.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'd agree. My list is that I have, Sakura, Tsunade, Hinata. Those are the ones that actually have somewhat of an arc. The others, not so much. Like, Tamari, she's good, but she doesn't actually have an arc. There's nothing wrong with her, but I'm just saying she doesn't have an arc.
Yeah.
She's just there. She's just there, pretty much, like, hey, Shikamaru, you remember me? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we know how anime Twitter is. Whatever we say, they'll neglect it and then just go off based on their feelings about the characters.
Like, you're just a hater. Goddamn nigger. Like, what?
At the end of the day, it just doesn't matter what we tell them.
I'm still your chicken sandwich if you call me that.
And God forbid you say an underage character is attractive. God forbid. Oh, let me say a cute character and they call you a pedophile. It's hilarious. It's very strange, though.
Nezuko is so kawaii.
Pedophile!
Right.
So if I say one of my
shit, if that's the case, that's like everybody got a form of pedophilia in their blood, cause everybody like some form of a loli or some shit or some young chick. So everybody can't talk.
Like,
seriously.
But look, I respect you for standing up against the whole anime Twitter and standing your ground about Sakura.
I appreciate that.
I
stand my ground for any character I like, be it Sakura, Vegeta, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. Like, I'll talk about them any day, bro. Any day.
But at the same time, I feel like you should just like stop, because don't get me wrong. I agree with your opinions, but this ain't going no. Because if you're going to keep on getting slander and stuff like this, so it's best that you stop.
That's true.
It's giving you more recognition at the end of the day, so I don't. You're getting well right
dying over there.
Stop sucking penis.
Because I spent some time. I took like 3 weeks off of Twitter, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm high as a rat's ass.
Oh my god. But look, since we're still on the topic of anime, let's go ahead and talk about Broly and Vic Mignogna being replaced by.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah. What's it? I forget. He was the voice of Ichigo, Jonathan Joestar.
He was the Black Ranger.
Oh my
Johnny
god.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm trying to. What's his name again?
Johnny
Young. Johnny. Yeah. He's
my
new...
dad.
Oh my god, he's
You be like, oh my god.
So for right now, it's been confirmed that he is voicing Broly in Fighters. We don't know if he's gonna be voicing him in the future in the next upcoming Dragon Ball series. But how do you feel about Johnny replacing the Vic and the new Broly?
I'm half and half.
Half and
Me
half.
too.
Okay.
Same. It's cool, but at the same time, it's not like. But well, at least they tried to
They
get
kind
an
of
English
disrespected my man Vic.
Yeah,
it's
kind of
cool. I mean, at least it's better than just a Japanese voice for Broly instead. At least you got English voice. That's all I gotta say.
I'm being more positive than neutral about this now because what I've learned is that Johnny is like very close friends with Vic. So Vic Mignogna, he has this high appreciation for him and being a new voice actor for him. And what I've seen on Twitter is that they're actually very happy about this choice. Not like because we hate Vic or whatever. It's like they understand Vic's situation and why he's no longer voicing Broly, but they also respect Johnny as a voice actor and very happy with their choice. You know.
Yeah, I'm happy that it's Johnny because I mean at least he's talented.
Yeah.
You know, he can still mimic Vic's voice, so it's okay.
I'm gonna put it like this. It's kind of like, in a sense, like the thing with like Boondocks, with the upcoming Boondocks, and with John Witherspoon, may he rest in peace. Like having JD voice play in position for Granddad, even though it's not confirmed, but I'm just saying, like, if people want him to do that, then by all means, it's not a problem. In the sense with this, basically, Vic is giving him his blessing. Like, I know you can do it. If it ain't me, you the next guy that can do it. I trust you. So I kind of view it like that.
Yeah, I'm happy that it's somebody that Vic likes instead of some sellout that, you know, hates him.
Yeah, because if he cool with it, that's his blessings. Basically saying like, man, nigga, go do your thing, nigga. Go crazy. Ooh, crazy gang. Go crazy, my nigga. Like, do what you gotta do.
I just got done playing Fighters about 10 minutes ago, and he still sounds good. Broly sounds great, so
Yeah,
I'm satisfied.
When I heard the new voice, I literally was thinking to myself, I like this. This is a really good voice. Like, it's not Vic, but it's on that. It's equal. It's on the equal.
It will do. It will do compared to Vic.
Yeah, I have no issues with it. It sounds amazing. I do hear that Jonathan Joestar voice in it, but at the same time, it really works.
Oh my god! And they turn to legendary mode and shit.
I just wish I could hear Johnny just say Kakarot, you know?
Yeah.
He says Kakarot and his stand activate.
Sadly, the Broly in Fighters doesn't really talk. It's only yells. He has.
It's just.
I hate that.
What's that?
I mean, that's stupid. That's stupid. But hey, it is what it is.
It is
It's
what
his
it is.
character.
Yeah, it's his character. But even though Broly did talk a lot in the new Dragon Ball Super movie, done more talking than the original.
Don't touch it. It stays on.
Yeah, new Broly is actually better than me than the original one.
He has character development.
Yeah.
It has some more
To
character.
me, honestly, the old brother was basically a big, strong dick nigga that just was like Kakarot, and then just knocking niggas out like Fight Night. That's all he was. He didn't really have. He had a cool backstory, but the execution in his character himself was poor. Like, honestly, and it's a hot take too. Or we could talk about it if we got time. Like, a lot of the DBZ movies wasn't that great. There's only a handful of them was good. Only a handful of them was straight. But they always had the same structure or formula of like.
Yeah, that is so true.
Like, Goku always was the savior. And over the years, and I'm just being honest, Goku kind of went down on my list as my favorite character. And
I mean, yeah,
you're not wrong.
And I mean, it's just like, even with Super now, like, going back, but just with him, like, he didn't really, like, I think the first two movies was cool, but whatever the one with the second coming, that was trash to me. That I didn't fuck with that one. But
I think that's my
that was a good
favorite.
one.
No, because I feel like with that one, it was kind of poor, and it was a good time. No, real shit. I feel like that movie would have gave. That should have been a movie where it should have gave a chance for Videl to shine. Cause Gohan did his thing. He did his thing. I'm not knocking him, but Videl could have had a chance to shine on there, and she didn't.
But to be fair,
I hear what you're talking about.
I don't think it makes sense to throw Videl into the ring with Broly, though. You know?
Yeah.
But still though, but like the part where they had the Dragon Ball, she could have did that shit to bring back Goku or some shit like that. And how the fuck did the Dragon Balls come from themselves? The only way for that to even happen is somebody actually spoke to the dragon. That could have been her chance to shine. Yo, summon Dragon, you know what I'm saying? Summon Shinron with the woo. That would have gave her a highlight in the movie
That's
to
so
shine.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, she didn't really shine in this movie like that.
Yeah,
And
man, you're forgetting. She's a human, and she's a female.
So it's
Hell in
Krillin.
the kitchen.
Krillin's a human too.
No,
But he had his
no,
shit.
no. I'm saying she's a female. It's shonen, and she's a human.
Yeah, they're not gonna get a
They're
chance
not.
to do anything.
Okay, so what about the females now in Super? They didn't get no shine.
Look at it. Oh,
I mean,
what happened
those
to
aren't
that's
human.
current
Those
Super.
aren't
Yeah,
humans.
that's fine, and they're not even humans. We got
But now we bringing in race, but we talking about females in general now. I'm talking about
Oh
females.
yeah,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah. Super treats
Yeah.
the females well. They're fine.
It just.
Well,
I mean, Keifa
But-
though, she's fun, but like her two characters that fuse into her, they're
Kel gets so much hate for no reason.
Control yourself.
Kel gets so much hate. I
I
don't
hate
like that.
Kel,
Kel gets
but-
so people hate
No.
on her.
I like her actually.
Kel actually is she's attractive too, but she's not a bad character. I actually like her.
I see her relationship with Kef with oh god, I hope I say her name right.
Caulifla.
Khalifa.
Yeah, the whole sister.
No, I think they're actually a lesbian relationship.
I think they kind of they I think
Well,
somebody
the way
already
she goes-
confirmed that.
Work. Huh? They confirmed it.
Yeah, ain't no nah. I think it's more
like
of a
appreciation of power.
Yeah,
Or you mean admiration?
people
Admiration,
misconstrue
yeah,
that as that. I
admiration.
was like, yeah, I think I forgot who confirmed it. I think it was one of the writers on that said like, no, there's no like lesbian or any relationship with that. Because people was just thinking, I'm like, do they got something going for each other? I can't picture Kefla, and Khalifa being like that way, but Kel can be. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, when I was watching
And
Super,
then-
I honestly got the whole, yo, you are very strong, I'm gonna support you all the way type of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the English they'll even confirmed even more. It's like that's like my sister and all that, because you know some of the translation even with the see, you gotta think too. When it comes to Japanese culture, they look different from our culture. Because I just even watched something recently, and they got this whole thing talking about the whole incest shit. I was like, come on, bruh. Like they really, that's like part of their culture now, and it's
Alabama
weird.
type beat.
Exactly,
Yeah, I mean,
Alabama beat activate.
People can't apply American standards to Japanese standards. It's two different stuff. It's
Yeah.
two different things.
Well, I mean, this a little rant, but Goten and Trunks made the second Broly movie worse because Goten, I want an apple, and Trunks pees on Broly. Like, what are y'all? What
Man,
is y'all purpose?
when I
was
watched
comedy.
that, bro, I would have smacked Goten in his head, bro. Oh my goodness.
literally, Videl and Trunks are we trying to hide from Broly?
Hey,
Goten, I don't care. I want an
Hey.
apple.
Hey, y'all, as soon as when I seen that scene, it made me think of that one man. He was like, when he peed on, he was like, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, homie. Just in his head. Come around here, cuz. He had the Timberlands on and shit.
He
Come to the
really
streets.
peed on Broly, dude. He really
Bro, he
peed
got
on
R.
Broly.
Kelly. Bro, he
That
got R.
was
Kelly
funny.
on.
That was funny. I actually liked that scene. It was.
I
it
didn't
was like
think
I
it
didn't
was
say
too
I didn't
funny.
And then the music didn't help. The music made it worse, though. I was like, why they play that music at the all times? Like, I was like, wow. I was confused. Like, nigga, did I just get R. Kelly on? Chip, chip, drill.
But I would say the entire Broly trilogy, I would say it was.
Bio
kind
Broly
of-
was trash.
Yeah, of course, obviously. To this day I still regret buying that shit. Me and Cosmic, we did a video on Bio Broly, giving our disgust.
I've been reviewing that shit. That shit was funny.
but for real though, like I think overall the original Broly trilogy is pretty mediocre, but
Yeah,
when it comes to the voice acting, it's amazing.
superb. It's superb, my brother.
Yeah.
Really, really, the movies is this is why really the movie is really known for just if you just want straight action,
Yeah, I
There's
was
really
just
no
about
story.
to say that.
and that's what kills me with that too. Dragon Ball itself always had good story, but just had the action to kind of tell the story as well with it to keep the
Yeah.
fluidity as a whole. But it's like the movie, all it basically was a flex show in the sense, flex slides in the sense for good shots, and that was it. No really good story, but a few. Cause think about it, with the Big Getty star, that shit had really the story itself didn't make no sense. Where the fuck did this Big Getty star come from? You know what I'm saying?
It just appeared. It just appeared out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, and then at the end of the movie, you just got one of the baddest shots and the greatest shots in the fucking movie. Like he has like a little ball key and he just throws it in there and it explodes. But the shot was dope though. I'm like, was it just basically like I started to think like, is these movies just for flexing like cool ass shots or art design? I mean, that's cool, but like, where the story at? Yeah. It made the series kind of backtrack a little bit. Like, come on, man, y'all did better than this.
Mm-hmm. All I'm gonna say is the only three movies that had actual storyline was the Bardock movie, and the two BoJack. Wasn't there a two
what about
BoJack?
The History of Trunks special. The History of Trunks
was good too. Trade Mine was good too. Trade Mine was good too.
Special was nasty, bro.
I love the History of Trunks story. That was
a good.
I don't consider History of Trunks of a movie. I consider that a special.
Yeah, it is a special.
It's a special.
Yeah,
it's special. That was good too. Trade Mine was a good one. Especially the ending though, how it went off. Like him using that's why I was like, they had a good start with some of the movies, but then some of the other ones got trash. Like Goku actually using the Tree of Might against Turtles. That was a really big turnover. Like it took all the power, but he used the power of the Tree of Might to kill Turtles with the Spirit Bomb. That was fire. Like damn, that's called a taste of your own medicine.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a really good ending to that movie. I was like, alright, nigga. I like that. I'm sitting there nodding my head like, okay. What you got next?
Yep. Alright, what we got next? Let's go ahead and let's talk about the new Black Widow trailer. So
I have some serious
back in the kitchen.
Yeah, same here. So the new Black Widow trailer was released this week, and people are very, very positive and very hopeful about this movie compared to the Captain Marvel movie that came out early this year. And I can see why, but I want to hear your thoughts on the Black
femininity.
Can I say something?
Yeah, B-Man, and then Joe, you can say something.
Okay, raise my hand. Okay, you can hear me. Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I like how they just gonna make a movie after they done killed the bitch off.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I understand why they did it, but I prefer. I think it'd be better if it came out years ago.
Exactly. Right. If they no, because I say that to say because why have every other character, the main essential Avenger members, have their own storyline that leads to the Avengers, but then you wait till after she dies off in the movie. Spoiler alert, if you ain't seen the movie, I don't give a fuck. You should already seen it. But
I don't even care anymore.
Hold on, let me get back to the right though. How you gonna make a movie, a prequel that leads up to the Avengers? She should have already had her own movie.
Yeah.
Every other member had their own.
Yeah.
Hell, even Spider-Man. I mean, my fault. Even Spider-Man, like, even though he, a little bit during after they done came together, he still at least had a understandable storyline where he played his part at. Mm-hmm. Why ain't this? I really feel like they could have did it after the first movie of the first Avengers. They could have already made her film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have had
maybe during like, or maybe during if.
I think what they should have done is had Black Widow and Hawkeye share a movie for their origins.
Yeah.
And just
because they're always talking about Budapest.
Yeah. I honestly.
It could have still been a Black Widow movie, but Hawkeye could have still been a secondary character. Yeah, like kind of like with Goku and Vegeta. He could have been the Vegeta and she was the Goku.
Yeah.
And that she still would have had a chance to shine. I mean, he would have had a chance to shine. So.
Well, I'm sorry, and I know I cut you off, but go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that around like Age of Ultron or what was the other one? Not Age of.
Oh, Civil War.
Before Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
No, like during the Winter Soldier years, I think they should have released it there.
Yeah.
Like that could have been another one too. Or they could at least hint it or had something in that one too, since she kind of had to go against Captain America because of him holding trying to help Bucky out.
Hell, they could have released it during the Civil War.
Yeah.
A lot of missed opportunities, but they doing it for the money though.
Exactly. I mean, it's all about the money at the end of the day, but you know. But my personal feelings on this Black Widow trailer is honestly awesome. Like I was getting a Winter Soldier vibe from this, and I just want to say this real quick. I love the logo for it. That logo is amazing.
Nigga, that look like the Ben 10 symbol.
No, I like the transition to the logo. I was like, oh shit.
You want to be like, you my forearms. Like, goddamn, nigga.
What I noticed was that people were actually complaining about one little scene in the trailer, and that was this little like quote unquote fat shaming joke towards David Harbour's character. When it was like one of her daughters was like, "You've gotten fat," and then that was the joke, and people are kind of upset about that. About the whole little.
Come on, when he had that red outfit on.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but you know that you need a little controversy or some sort of complaint about.
Yeah.
Niggas be bored.
Yeah. I honestly love Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I think that's one of
she's great.
It's
Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the best Marvel choices. One of the best acting choices that Marvel has made. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. We got
Say nobody top my boy Robert Downey. I'm playing as a black dude disguised as another dude.
Oh. But it's funny too because when I first mentioned this topic, I mentioned Captain Marvel. People were actually saying that this is how you should make a female superhero trailer, right? Because look at Wonder Woman in the past. That movie, in my opinion, I feel like that is the best superhero origin story. Like we understood the character's motives and how they got towards where they are at the end, and the villain. I know people complain about the Ares battle, but I personally love that ending just because of what Ares stood for in that movie. But back to what I was saying. Wonder Woman and Black Widow is like the two best ways to make a female superhero movie. And people are very negative towards that Captain Marvel movie, and I can understand why. It wasn't that great
it was lackluster.
Yeah.
Very lackluster.
Not even though I haven't seen the movie, but you gotta think about too the shit she's been doing outside of the movie.
Yeah.
That's probably another reason why
I low-key just like Captain Marvel.
She was all with that old woman empowerment, but she was doing it the wrong way though.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with Captain Marvel is that I personally think the character is really, really cool. And at the end of Infinity War, I was hyped. I was losing my mind. But then when it actually came out, they ruined it for me. They ruined it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was so boring and soulless.
She was just feeling herself way too much. Because
without the charisma too. She didn't have charisma to make it cool like Iron Man did.
Yeah. All you had to say was, "Oh, why aren't we beating the back? Because you didn't have meat." 2 minutes later, gets whooped. They're like, damn, what happened to all that talk?
Yeah, when your uncle whoop your ass. This boy now tell you stop quit playing with shit.
All bark, no bite. And you wonder why I make all these feminine jokes.
Man, it's a shame. They could have made her cool.
They really could have.
Wasted potential.
They could have casted a whole bunch of people that could have actually made her likable, but they didn't. They casted some random person who's already unlikable.
I'm all up for a new actor coming into the industry and acting as a famous superhero. I'm all up for that. Now, when I first saw the Captain Marvel trailers, I was really excited for that. I was like, yes, I can't wait to see this because it looked good. And I'm the type of moviegoer that goes into a movie with a blank slate without having the public opinion in mind. Because usually the internet is very pessimistic, right? We can all.
I
agree on
usually turn my phone off when I'm like going to a movie or something, or I'm about to watch something. I usually turn my phone off.
Yeah.
Same here.
And way
Yeah.
before, and then way before I saw the movie, people were saying like, yeah, this is a bad movie, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Let me see what I think about it. And after viewing it, I was like, it's okay. It's not a terrible movie. Don't get me wrong. It's not a terrible movie. It's just okay. It's like
The funny part is I like the Teen Titans Go movie more than that, and I hate the
Same.
show.
Oh my god, yes. The Teen Titans Go
I
movie is
hate it.
actually better. But as an origin story for Captain Marvel, I felt like they had a good story for her. Like she had to find her past, or like she had to regain her memories because she got into this terrible accident. It's a good plot for it. But it's like towards the middle area, it was very lackluster. And then the main villain, it was just no. It's kind of bad.
They didn't even have a climactic final battle.
Yeah, they really didn't. I think
That's
that
right.
was the main issue with that movie was there was really no climactic ending.
Damn.
It really
I still
bothered me.
ain't even seen the movie yet.
It,
I mean,
it-
nothing
I mean
really
it-
happened.
uh,
It looked pretty, I guess. The CGI looked cool sometimes, but nothing actually happens.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
The
you're
tra-
not really.
I seen the trailer.
really
Everybody was like,
messing
"Oh
around.
yeah, she a Super Saiyan." Everybody was comparing her to Goku and shit.
Yeah, because she is the most powerful Marvel superhero.
Sadly.
Sadly, yeah.
Exactly.
Don't,
Sadly.
like, but it's just the way she was written for the MCU, which could have been written way better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was trying to gain her some buzz, like putting her in games like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, giving her a whole movie, but it was done poorly.
And apparently, Captain Marvel is going to be the new face of Marvel.
No,
and Phase
no,
4.
please
I
no.
heard
no,
about
no,
that,
no,
yeah.
No,
They're not giving it to Spider-Man, but even then,
No,
even if they gave it to Spider-Man, he wouldn't be that good either.
I
So
think they shouldn't even give it to Spider-Man. Actually, they should give
He's
it
not even that
to
good.
they should give it to Falcon because
Exactly.
if okay, real quick, spoilers for Endgame. Well, it's too late now, but Falcon is the new Captain America.
Yes.
And they turned him into a TV show instead of a movie.
Yes, that's another thing. That's a really
Cause
big
he
disappointment.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Let's get this nigga his own TV series. He don't need his own movie. Let's give
Then
him
they're
his
gonna
own.
go ahead and they're gonna make some Eternals movie, Shang-Chi movie. Like, who are these
Okay,
nobodies?
the Internals should be a TV series, and they need to give Falcon his solo movie.
Oh my, exactly.
Shit, last time we had a really dope ass superhero movie was Blade, and that was the '90s.
I love how people, like black people, were saying, "Oh, Black Panther was their first black superhero movie." But where were you when Blade came out? Where were you when Hancock came out? Where were you during Civil War? He's been here.
Yes.
He's been here.
He's been there, but he wasn't gaining a lot of buzz till he had his own movie.
And during Black History Month, so all the black people can come into the theater.
Yeah. Y'all remember a white person came into the movies and said somebody beat her because of that?
Oh no.
Really?
I didn't hear about that.
They beat her up for coming in there?
Yeah, for seeing Black Panther.
Oh,
With her boyfriend.
honestly, I can understand.
also
I can
white.
understand why that happened because black people they go crazy
Why?
when it comes to. No, let me explain. Like black people, when it comes to something that they really claim, it's like they feel like they rightfully own it, right?
But
So
it's
when
so cringe.
Exactly, it is cringe, and it's just like, come on, man. I understand your excitement for Black Panther. Like, come on, we haven't seen a solo black superhero film in a minute. So, but at the end of the day, we should still give people the respect to like the non people of color, the respect.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really ironic because they're harassing white people, but Black Panther was made by a white man, so
That's crazy.
might want to have some
You're right.
respect.
Right, that motherfucker must care about black culture enough to be like, yo, I'm gonna make y'all a movie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now,
all white people ain't bad people. I don't know why everybody think, oh, white people are bad. All white people ain't bad.
Not all of them. It just
Nigga,
be
it was white motherfuckers that was marching with MLK doing the fucking, you know what I'm saying, doing the civil rights motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. They,
The main people who helped ban slavery were whites.
yeah.
the ones with
They were-
sense.
Yeah.
But,
White people are the reason we don't have slavery no more.
jeez.
yeah, man.
But people don't want to. But people
Writing the Declaration of Independence. I mean, writing the what you call it. Then after George Washington get done, hurry up, nigga, go give me a sandwich.
Give me your sandwich. Say sorry right now.
You know them
So
niggas
it's
had
also like-
slaves when they wrote that shit.
The whole race thing, it's also applied to like Spider-Verse. They're like, oh, we finally got a Spider-Man that looks like me. But like, Miles Morales has been around for ages, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even I got into Miles Morales. Like I knew about him, but I haven't really read into his series until.
I never knew about Miles Morales. That was the only Spider-Man I never heard of.
Yeah, I got in.
knew, but I never got into it.
I got into
did
Miles
you?
Morales when they first announced Homecoming, which was way back in 2016. That's when I actually read his comic. But I knew he existed. I just didn't really have the time or like.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You know how it's funny that they using his storyline for the main Spider-Man in the movies now because they done wrote out Peter Parker's story so many motherfucking times now.
Yeah.
They using his shit now. That
Mhm.
shit's so damn corny.
But the thing is, the thing with the Spider-Man and the MCU and the Sony verse, they're actually going to put those have the MCU and the Sony Spider-Verse together, so that it's going to be like in one universe.
So Miles is gonna actually be in here in a live action.
No, they're gonna
See.
they're gonna bring Tom Holland Spider-Man to Sony's Spider-Verse because it's gonna be all connected at the end.
Apparently, I hear Venom's supposed to be making his way into the universe too. I don't know if it's true or not, but they're trying to.
Yeah, they're trying to. I heard about that. And speaking of Venom, they're gonna have they're actually planning to make Venom 2 rated R after the success of
Good.
Joker.
Good.
Yeah, I
mean,
exactly. I'm the
good.
same way.
I'm glad because some of these stories don't nothing. Some of these characters in general from both sides, like Wolverine. Wolverine is not a PG-13 movie.
Exactly.
That his story is very dark, but I love it though.
They need to take these characters a little bit more seriously.
Right, Punisher rated R, Deadpool rated R.
Which we did.
I mean,
we did get a rated R Deadpool movie, and we did
No, but
get
I'm just naming off characters that have
Yeah.
really dark stories.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Villains. I feel like even X-Men to a certain extent shouldn't have been rated R because the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
They was some vicious motherfuckers, especially people like Magneto and them. He ain't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Real shit. Sabretooth, man, that nigga.
Cold.
Like, wait, bruh, seriously. Blade.
I think that's just a problem with just media today. They don't take this stuff seriously anymore, and blood and all that stuff is kind of too much for the kiddies. You gotta make everything for the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I think that plays a part. That plays a part in Tom Holland's Spider-Man because I don't think Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that good. I don't think he's that good compared to say Toby, where they took his character seriously. But Tom,
I slept through Homecoming.
What happened?
I said I slept through Homecoming. Is that bad?
No, because
I
that's
mean,
fine.
Eh.
I mean, I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but like in retrospect, it's kind of mid
Yeah,
for
and
a Spider-Man movie.
speaking of
It's a good
that,
movie, but not a good Spider-Man.
It was like during the middle I slept through it because I wasn't a fan of Tom Holland.
I think Homecoming is a great movie, but Far From Home, I think Far From Home is still good, but actually thinking about it,
I have yet to see Far From Home.
but actually thinking about it, Zendaya and Tom Holland's relationship, it doesn't make sense in Far From Home.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either.
'Cause
Very, very boring.
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna just do a quick spoiler. For
I
Far
don't
From
care.
Home. Okay, so in Far From Home,
I didn't see the movie yet.
oh, Do you care if I?
I still wouldn't actually see it.
Okay, then I'll just keep it brief. Basically, their relationship doesn't make sense. That's all I'm gonna say.
It comes out of nowhere. That's all.
Yeah, it comes out.
You
Of
just
nowhere.
gotta picture that from the first one. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no. The first one, it makes sense of like why he kind of no,
Well, yeah,
why
but like still
why
though, a little
MJ
bit.
has a
It's like,
crush. But
I didn't even know she was MJ. I was like, wait, MJ black now?
I mean, look, race
Well,
changes
she's not
comics
Mary
every
Jane
time.
Watson.
It doesn't
She's a
matter.
different person.
Yeah.
He's Michelle Jones, not not Mary Jane Watson. So I'm not too bothered by
I
it.
ain't bothered by it. I was just like, oh, that man MJ black, just like that Nick Fury black. I think black Nick Fury is better than the white Nick Fury.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Can we
Samuel L.
appreciate
Jackson,
that the fact that Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson is 70 and he still look great like he's 50?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
One thing I don't like about Tom's films is that his villains don't care about him. His villains have no bond to him or no link to him. They're all after Tony. And it kind of ruins the mood. Because Spider-Man's villains are supposed to be a product of his choices, but none of them actually care about him. He's irrelevant to them.
I think that's due to the problem that this is the MCU and
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Since
True.
he evolved now, they focus more on time. On I was just gonna say that today, just because now, like, since he plays a part of a bigger role. It kind of makes sense because think about it. Tony is one of the main heads of the Avengers that got him assembled.
True.
So of course they're gonna. It's like with anybody. If they trying to kill a group, they gonna go for the snake's head. He's one of the heads. If they trying to kill his head, if he goes down, then everybody else crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I guess that's just why that's why it's a kind of a problem that he's part of a bigger universe when he should have just been a standalone thing. Because that's the best way Spider-Man works is when he's alone.
Yeah. But then so you gotta think. So there's so many versions of Spider-Man, and the way how he is, he's like to me he's the version where the people don't take him seriously until he actually is at that moment where he has to shine and show like, nigga, I may be young but I can hold myself down. See, with the version like with Toby wasn't taken serious in the beginning, but progressively over the movie people start taking him seriously and what he's capable to do. See, Tom Holland, like, it took me a while for me to like him. I prefer him over the Andrew Garfield one because Andrew Garfield, like, he's not a bad actor, but to me, he played a better Spider-Man than he did a Peter Parker. Toby, at the time, he was the perfect Peter Parker, but he was better with Peter Parker than he was Spider-Man. Don't get me, I'm not knocking him though, but I'm still gonna put my eggs towards Toby because I grew up watching him, and at the time, that Spider-Man was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he did his thing. So of course you look at it like, oh, that was kind of corny with the whoop, but like shit, even with Blade, like, some parts may be corny, but at the time in the 90s, that shit was fire because it was like.
But real quick though, the reason why it was corny is because it's Sam Raimi. If you see,
and like, he was copying the comics.
Yeah, and if you see his work, he's like that kind of fits his style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying like now it looks mad corny, but then when we were younger watching it, it was like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was going back to give an example with the Blade shit. Like, some shit might be corny now to us because we're older, but when we was younger and had the chance to watch that shit, it was like, damn, that shit was fire, whoa, because they only could do so much they had at that time frame, just like that. So now with the new reboot of Spider-Man, they kind of take notes from the previous two versions and now making it to this version. Now he's supposed to be like the balance of both those characters into one, and he does a good job. Because if I was to rank them, I would put Toby first and Tom Holland over Andrew Garfield, to be honest, and that's just my opinion. And put Andrew last because even in those two amazing Spider-Man movies, like, a lot of the shit was unnecessary shit. Like him and Gwen doing on that show, I was like, come on, man, this shit could have been cut, edited out, or short, because it was just unnecessary. Like, the script was like them just talking. It wasn't really like no structure.
I personally like that. It was I thought it was really adorable, and it was kind of authentic. That's why I appreciated.
It's grounded in reality.
Yeah, I appreciated that type of relationship between the two.
I mean, it was cool, but some scenes it was like, okay, we get it. We know you like each other. It was. You can't lie. Some of them scenes was dragged out. Cause I thought it was cute too, but I'm like, some of them things was dragged out. You can't lie and say that it wasn't dragged
In the
out.
first movie, I thought the relationship it was all right, but the second movie, I loved the relationship in the second movie more than the first one.
That's why the bitch died.
That shit had me
That bitch-
crying though. That had me
I
crying.
was mad. I was
That
very
bitch-
mad.
Hey,
when she died.
that bitch neck snapped like a chicken bone. I was like, damn. She ain't gonna be in Spider-Man
Oh my
3.
god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why
And
be
I
man
think
the only
it's
person
stuff-
that can make a sad death funny?
It's stuff like that that kind of make me place Tom at the bottom, and it's not because he's bad. It's just because his Spider-Man is not as serious as he really should be.
He too playful.
Yeah, because like
Both in his Spider
Toby had bad stuff happen to him every movie, and stuff was going on.
I mean,
Andrews wasn't that good, but he still had the thing where, you know, if he doesn't do this or that, bad stuff's going to happen to everybody. And it still happened anyway. Like Gwen's father died and he had to live with that guilt. But like, what does Tom have? Tom doesn't even talk about Uncle Ben. He doesn't even talk about that.
I would say Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, I like that playful side because the point of the new Spider-Man trilogy, well not trilogy, but the new franchise is for him to mature and become the Spider-Man that we all know. Right? So
That's fair.
yeah, so seeing Tom Holland making jokes during battles, like yeah, it's
Well, no,
understandable.
that's not the problem. I just think it's his mindset.
Mindset, okay.
Because in Far From Home, it seems like he regressed. Because in Far From Home, right, he's under the impression that he's the only hero left, right? And even then, he still does not want to leave his vacation and go fight the villain. It's like he doesn't have a concept of responsibility until he realizes that, oh yeah, Mysterio is actually bad. But had it been somebody like Toby was willing to let go of whatever of his desires and let go of what he wanted to pursue doing the right thing. But Tom doesn't seem to do that. And we all know that Spider-Man's core thing is, you know, letting go of what he wants in order to do what's right. Because, you know, great power comes great responsibility. But
Right.
Tom doesn't seem to display that in his films yet. But in Infinity War, he did do that. He ditched school to go with Tony to fight Thanos. But then after that, it's like he regressed and he became immature again. And it's just weird that he's not, you know, driven like he was in Infinity War.
I think it's because in Infinity War, when he was about to disappear, he was scared. He was he was under a lot of stress, and then seeing this version of Tom in Far From Home, it makes sense that he wants a break from being Spider-Man because that battle in Infinity War caused him a bunch of exhaustion and stress. So, you know, it makes sense for that to happen. But let me see. If we want to stay on the topic of superheroes, let's
Shit, I be tired too, nigga. I just turned to brown sugar in the last movie. I don't want to fight no more. Fuck that.
let's move on to talking about Warner Brothers. So there's news going around that Warner Brothers, they don't know what to do with Superman at this point.
Oh shit.
So they're gonna let him go?
No, they're not going to let him go. They're just at this point where they don't know what to do with Superman. And Michael B. Jordan came up with an idea to, you know, have a black Superman. I personally don't want to see Michael B. Jordan in the Superman role just because he's already been in other superhero movies. I personally don't like seeing actors performing as other superhero roles. I understand the exceptions like Chris Evans. I understand that, but I just want to see new actors be a superhero. Now with Warner Brothers having issues with making a Superman movie, it doesn't make sense. Like it's quite simple to make us continue Superman's legacy in the films. Because for one thing, Superman, he's an alien from another planet. He's trying to learn and adapt to this new environment. And you have Lex Luthor, who despises Superman because of what he stands for and what he can easily do. I know we got that in Batman v Superman, and to some degree I like Zack Snyder's vision for that movie, but that whole Doomsday scene did not work. It was terrible.
Oh yeah, and then the other part too, Batman was killing people and shit. I was like, why is Batman killing people?
I look. If you've seen the old Batman movies, Batman 1989, he killed people. Who cares?
Yeah,
I understand
right.
that's part of his character, but come on now. But
it's not something we didn't see before, so.
yeah, but it shouldn't be hard to make another Superman movie. Cause if they were to do this, if they were to make another film based around Superman, they should just easily make Lex Luthor obviously the main villain, and the main plot can be Lex becoming the president and stopping Superman from preventing him becoming the president of the United States easily. And you can still have Superman going through this whole problem of fitting being a human while being an alien, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I think that's a nice plot. I think didn't they have like some form of that in the anime version too with him and Batman?
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, that was fighting hella superhero. They whooping their ass though. I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't know, but what do y'all think about this whole thing? Like, do you think it's easy or is it difficult making a Superman movie?
I mean, depends on which Superman it is.
There's so many reboots of that nigga.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, at this point, I don't think we need another Superman movie.
But it's been like 3 years since the last time we saw Superman on screen.
He wasn't in Justice League.
My bad, 2 years. 2 years. So it's about time we get a new Superman movie. Because we have great successful DC movies. We have Wonder Woman, we have Aquaman, we have Shazam. So it's about time, and we're going to get the upcoming Batman movie starring what's the dude name for? I can't remember his name on top of my head right now. But
I still can't believe he's the new Batman. I was like, what the fuck?
It's not his fault that he did. It's not his fault that he did kind of bad in Twilight. It's just a direction. That's all. But DC and Warner Brothers, they can do it. They can make a successful Superman movie. They just got to put their minds to it. Like,
right.
We know Lex is the main villain of the Superman series. Yeah, there are other villains, but Lex is his prime enemy. Now, one story they never gone through with is Lex Luthor becoming the president. They can easily make a story out of that.
Right.
And I want DC to be successful just as Marvel. I'm not a big, but I consider myself more of a DC fan than Marvel. I still have love for Marvel, but I still consider myself a DC fan more.
I think Marvel's still better than motherfucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not real. DC is
what you mean.
cool.
Because there's comics that were never really animated.
Alright, Joe in it, the animator left. He said he gotta go. So thanks for your services, my brother.
Yeah, Joe the animator. Thank you for talking with us. We appreciate you, bro.
I like how y'all just ignore me.
We was about to
When
get
you
on
just
to-
muted, nigga?
But also, you can follow Joe the Animator on Twitter at Joe the Animator. If you want to
Cool.
check out his rants or other comments about anime and stuff.
Mostly Sakura.
Yeah, like, I hate that nigga. He talking about Sakura.
But let's
Sakura.
Oh, let's do this real quick, guys.
Mhm.
This year is the 25th anniversary of PlayStation.
That's crazy. No?
That's crazy. I know. I'm
Like, how's that
2
tough?
years young. Shut the fuck up. I'm 2 years younger than PlayStation. That's crazy, man. So, do y'all
Yeah.
remember your first PlayStation game?
Crash Bandicoot.
Tenkaichi 3.
Crash Bandicoot? Okay.
No, wait. It was Spyro actually on PlayStation.
Spiral? Okay.
Mhm.
Dynasty Warriors too.
My first game, B-Man gonna hate me if I say this, but fuck it. My very first PlayStation game that I remember playing was the first Resident Evil game. I didn't own it. My cousin had Resident Evil on
I gotta
PlayStation.
go.
No, shut up. Let me explain. All right. Look, my cousin, he had Resident Evil, I played it for the first time. I was scared out of my mind, but
Me
that
too.
was my first PlayStation game.
No, you wanna know something funny about me when it came to the Resident Evil games?
What?
Wherever I saw me came up too
That's
close to the
crazy.
TV, I would run out the room, scared, screaming.
Scary ass.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, you idiot.
I played
Scary.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was my
Oh,
first game.
I mean, where you been at? You ain't said nothing the whole podcast.
Yeah,
We're
but
waiting on a duel.
I would say after Resident Evil, I became more of a platformer slash fighting game gamer
Enthusiast?
growing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause let me see. I owned all the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi games, and I played Budokai 1, 2, and 3. I owned all the Naruto games from Ultimate
I
Ninja
didn't
1.
own anything. It was my
What a
family
tryhard.
members that put me
I
on.
played the Jack games. I played the Sly Cooper games. You know, those were my gamer life growing up.
Mostly
I-
fighting games was around my childhood. Well, game life until like a couple years back. I started being diverse for my games. Somewhat shooters, somewhat platformers.
Yeah, mine was usually hack and slash. I usually played was mostly the Dynasty Warriors. I used to play that all the time. I think the last one that was on PS2 was I think 5. So I had 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I had Devil May Cry 1 through 3, and then I had Resident Evil. Played those. I had Blade.
Blade had a game.
Yeah, Blade 2 had a game.
Right.
I ain't even being sarcastic. I'm like, wait, what? No.
Then of course I didn't start playing Dragon Ball Z games until like my first DBZ game I played was Budokai 2. Cause at that time I was yeah, of course I played the other ones, but like I was
You
into
wasn't
anime, but I
heavily
wasn't hip. Yeah, I wasn't heavily invested. I didn't get heavily invested in anime games until like high school and shit. Cause I was just like a kid that just played games. If I liked it, I liked it. It was a fun game,
Yeah,
whatever. But
middle school, that's when I was heavily invested in the anime. Like I played anime games, but I didn't know the storyline.
yeah, sorry for me. Yeah, like that's all like my first game, and after I liked it, then I ended up getting Booty. I didn't like Budokai 1, so I took that back. But I had Budokai 2, I had 3, I had Super Dragon Ball. A lot of people don't. That game.
That's my
That game is slept on. Super Dragon Ball music is fire on there, and that game was dope though. Like I really feel like that's where they got Dragon Ball Super from that game, bro. Dragon Ball Super. I feel like they got that title from that game, bro. Cause that game low key heat though. But that game was slept on. I played that.
You know it was from the same creators from Street Fighter 2, right?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Y'all remember? Y'all remember
Go ahead.
that game called Tack and the Power and Juju? Tack and the Power.
What?
Yeah.
I never had it.
They actually made a Nickelodeon series out of that too. I didn't watch
Yeah,
that shit at all.
and it was trash.
Yeah,
It didn't do well. It didn't have nothing to do with the games. It had elements, but it had nothing. Yeah, that's one of Nickelodeon's biggest failures.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
No,
they Juju, like it had a good story. Like the lore of the game was good, but Nickelodeon, they money hungry ass fucked it over and just fucking wasted it out. Like got the good shit out of it and just used a show and that was it. I was like, cause I played one of them. I don't remember too much of it, but I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was trash or nothing. And they made it to the show. I'm like, the show had nothing to do with the game. I was like, what? It was boring and it was trash. Animation was weird too.
Sure was.
Dang. That was creepy
low-key.
looking. I'm like,
That's
good,
the
bro.
thing. Nickelodeon had like off topic, but Nickelodeon had those weird shows. like they tried too hard.
Fanboy Tum Chum. Trash.
That
Yes.
Planet Sheen show.
Yes.
Y'all know the president from Cartoon Network, she's stepping down, right?
Oh,
Quote
shit.
unquote.
You didn't see that video I posted?
I didn't get a chance to watch that, but
Yeah,
no,
the
go on.
president from Cartoon Network, she's leaving. She got fired.
Good.
Mm,
I mean,
what she
well,
do?
no.
What she do though?
They didn't really say, but they said she resigned. But truth is, she got fired. Ain't nobody still do.
That's crazy.
usually
been the
when it
president
comes,
since 2014.
usually in these type of situations, the reason why those people are fired is because of the direction that they're trying to go towards.
Yep. Pretty much.
They're even doing two things. One, they're harassing other employees or something else. So that they can't say.
Yeah.
But next topic.
Next topic. Let's just go on and flat out just talk about this topic. So, Cardi B and Offset, their
Oh,
relationship
Lord.
is very, very shaky, honestly. So,
Their relationship is a roller coaster. That's all I gotta say.
so for
Yeah.
anyone that don't know what's going on, Offset was caught, quote unquote, cheating again. He was in 6ix9ine
With 6ix9ine
girlfriend.
baby mom.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not
6ix9ine.
baby mom, not baby mom, but his new girlfriend.
She was like, "Suck my dick." I was like, "What?"
And so when he got caught, he ended up, try to fake hack, like pretend he got hacked. So he went. He
I'm
started
gay,
off.
y'all. I'm gay, y'all.
He started off on Instagram with his DMs with 6ix9ine's girlfriend, and then he decided to go on Twitter and post all these weird shit to make it seem like he got hacked.
Come on,
He
put your
said-
balls on my face.
he said,
I'm like, bro,
I'm
what the
gay.
fuck are
He
you
said,
talking about?
I'm gay, y'all. I'm like, wait, what? And no, I'm starting to think that Offset is trying to leave, but Cardi is like, kind of like, if you leave, I will kill you. I will kill you, and that's on God. If you leave this house.
Shouldn't have got married to it, and you know what? He's married to the pussy. The pussy was good to him
Yeah.
forever.
That's about it. That's the only thing that was probably good to him. Everything else.
Pop it on the string.
Yeah.
No, y'all remember Cardi was screaming, I want something, and then Offset was like,
Like, here we go.
no, he was like
Yeah.
tired of her. She was screaming for something. He was like, I want some, get up.
Man, but their relationship, I do feel like is kind of fishy. Like, how you going to look? I think Cardi B is a beautiful woman, but it's like, how you going to cheat on Cardi?
Nah. I think she's a little too crazy to cheat on. Like, she'll find out, and if you do, she'll probably tie you up and kill you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna switch.
If
I'm
you
gonna
try
switch
to
games real
cheat.
quick, guys. So if you see the stream starting soon,
Okay.
picture,
Alright,
then
cool.
that's just the reason why. But yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, guys. Keep talking.
Yeah, so
Big.
I have my word. I'ma pray for Offset because he's a good rapper and he's dating Cardi B. So
Mhm.
you
That
know
nigga's
what your
ass.
two cents.
Cardi B look like Ducky from fucking Land Before Time. That bitch ugly.
Oh damn,
That's crazy.
My controller dead. Shit. Wait, we got
But
next.
I mean, but
oh no, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's cool. It's cool.
You sure?
But I think culture is the real reason that they're still staying together. Cause
Mhm.
if culture was never made, they probably would have been broken up. To be honest.
Yeah, probably. I can agree with that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the next topic, which is Bad Baby and her
Oh
little
Lord,
situation.
this is like our third time talking about her.
Yeah, so Bad Baby is in a little situation. She got box braids, and to anyone that's not black, if you don't know, but box braids is a very common hairstyle among black women, and
And it looks good.
and it
Who,
looks
Cardi B?
good. No, Bad Baby.
Oh, Batman. Okay.
Catch me
whatever.
outside, girl.
Danielle Bergoli, catch
Yeah.
me outside.
bitch. Whitewashing.
No. Oh my god. I need to get out of the
Whitewashing.
controller. This shit's not working out.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
But
whitewashing.
yeah,
That's crazy.
she basically called out a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, but the people that were coming at her.
Two
saying-
girls.
Two girls. And talking about if you can have straight hair, I can do box braids. Just that's in paraphrasing, basically.
So she's saying just because she a white bitch, she can do what she want.
No, she basically saying people complaining about her having box braids, but black girls, you know how they have that gel and stuff? They can't
They
keep
have
their
straight
hair
hair?
straight. They can't keep their hair straight.
That's
what
always
she's
been a
trying to say.
thing, though.
Yeah.
That's been a thing. That's been a thing since.
She's trying to use that against black women, and it's not working.
When does segregation end?
No,
Oh,
have y'all seen
Yeah, that- Oh damn! I was giving a history lesson. Go ahead.
Alright. No, I was gonna say there's one more thing about Bad Baby that happened this week. She pulled y'all know Malu?
Malu.
Her
think.
the person that the belly dancer, the Mexican woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So basically they was arguing for like 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what Danielle does?
What?
Pulls up to her house because she was talking crap.
Oh boy.
She pulled up to her house. Her parents just like, bro, what are you doing here? She like, bring her outside now! Screaming at her parent. Malu was probably upstairs doing something, I don't know. And guess what they fighting this over? Guess who they fighting over?
A
Oh
dude.
boy.
NBA YoungBoy.
Ugh.
Still.
Who wants his ugly ass? He got fucking spicy piss.
That nigga got a charger outlet on his forehead.
But what I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so both of them is not dating NBA YoungBoy because NBA YoungBoy was dating Daniel Bergoli for like a couple weeks and then left.
How old is
Back
NBA
when-
young boy?
19
Oh no.
or 20.
Oh no.
No, this was before he turned 18. He was dating Danielle back when she had a career.
Okay.
If she had a career,
But
it's fine.
Yeah, when
but she
had a
claimed
career.
they was never dating. They was cool though.
But she have tattoos of him, still cares about him and stuff.
Hmm.
You obviously
She want AIDS.
She would.
they
Why my coochie itching? I wonder why. Mm-hmm.
they basically fighting over who can get in the fire first.
Well,
Of fire.
You'll get the joke, Cosmic. Yeah.
You're right. I don't get it. That's why I'm asking.
He has herpes and it's burning.
Thank you.
Joe said we hella cool.
oh, I appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, you're cool as dude too, man.
Just now figured
Appreciate
this
it, my
out.
brother. Really excited to
Yeah,
thank
we
Cosmic.
really enjoy talking to you, Joe. You're a great guy, man. We appreciate all your opinions on all these amazing topics, bro. But yeah, come join us sometime. Chat with us whenever you have free time, bro.
Chat with us, my brother. Come to the dark side, my brother.
You're not the dark side. That's Cosmic's void.
All right, so real fast, let's anybody have like the top 5 anime waifus?
Just say anime characters.
No,
Yeah.
not anime characters.
Wife.
Oh,
Shit.
y'all don't got waifus?
Oh,
We do.
shit.
We do.
We do. I just
Don't
want
ask-
We already did this.
Okay.
No, we did. Everybody wasn't on the roster to do it, and you forgot
And people still not in the roster.
what?
Okay.
Metric
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
how
one
about
person.
this? How about this, real quick? We'll just name
and
our
Spirit.
next stream. We'll talk about favorite characters, but let's talk about waifus.
All
So, first waifu that comes to mind, just say on top of your head. Let's go.
Mm.
Let's go around. So, B-Man, number 1 waifu.
Damn.
Ren / Ishtar.
Okay. Ant.
Sakura Kusunago from Street Fighter.
Okay. Games.
You might want to go to Cosmic because I got too many.
Just choose
Cosmic.
one that's just stand.
I don't know their names off of hand. I didn't know you were doing this.
All right, we'll do number 2. We'll do top 2 then. Sorry, top 2 then. So, Cosmic,
Korra.
Legend of Korra. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say mine.
Now I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
What's her face? Katara.
Qatar. Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and say mine. Videl. Boom.
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Wow.
Wow.
But y'all characters ain't even anime though. But that's none of my
Unbelievable.
business
Oh,
though.
ow!
It's the one-
Whoa. Before you
That
come
is
at that,
an
Callie, Korra was animated by fucking Japanese people.
Asian.
So
Yes.
yeah. So why
Yes.
don't you shut your bitch ass up?
Yes.
Since you think you know everything, you're not even from California, bitch.
Does it
Damn.
even have a Japanese dub then, nigga? Huh?
Do you even? Are you
Who's the
even fluent in
creator?
Japanese?
Who's the creator of Avatar and Korra then? Are they Japanese?
They're white Americans.
Okay.
You
Wait. Say it again.
Casanova.
Say it again. Wait. Say it again. What's those 2 words again?
Oh.
You know
Say those
what,
2 words
Cosmic?
again.
Hey, Cosmic. Guess what?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that correctly?
No matter how
Did I hear 2
hard
words?
Callie, no B-man. No matter how hard Callie tries to write a story, it will never be better than Avatar. Boom.
Oh.
You know what?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, you know, I
Yeah.
heard you. I don't want
Yeah.
to say it, but
Shed
I'm
a
not
tear.
gonna-
Shed
I'm
a
not-
tear
I'm
on
not gonna-
me.
You know what?
Dead,
That
I'm
nigga
not-
got
I'm
one.
not even
That
gonna say it.
nigga
I'm
got
not
one
even
of
gonna
them
say
Indian
it.
cries. That one tear come out his eyes like you just threw some bubble wrap on the floor.
I'm not even gonna say it because if I do, okay, I'm gonna just keep it. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about XXX Tentacion's.
Jordan B. worst character ever written.
Alright, chill.
Let's talk about XXX Tentacion's Bad Vibes Forever. If any of you listen
Oh,
to it,
Lord.
or if you have any thoughts about what to expect from it, if you haven't listened to it yet, what's your thoughts on it?
When was this recorded?
It was
Before he
released-
died.
Yeah, like every song on that
he
album
was talking to
are
Kelly.
like pre-recorded songs that he did.
Well, except for the features. They're
Yeah, except for the
probably like-
features, they
They
were
were rough drafts,
rough drafts. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
and the label still.
The label said, let's use his let's use some of his music that he never released, and now they made a whole museum dedicated to X. Like, why? That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's a straight up cash grab, especially when they have the car. They literally have the car in that museum. Why?
That is disrespectful. Like, the dude died in that car and you just gonna put it in a museum. Like, hey, this is the car
Exactly.
that X died. Check it out.
I'm starting to think Cleo is like super money hungry. I
No,
knew
don't-
that,
I
but
really don't want to think that way, but I hope it's not true.
I'm
That
sorry.
is that his mama?
Yeah.
Yes,
Damn.
that's the worst part. That's his mom doing this, and ain't even the label. It's just straight up his mom.
So who released it? His mom did?
No, the
Mostly his
label.
mom, the label. His
Oh,
mom
damn.
released skins. That's probably why it was so trash. But
Well, Skins was alright. I think.
man, it just felt rushed. That's why I didn't like it.
But majority of X's songs are short anyway. Like, the most that you'll get out of an X song.
I
is
ain't say-
probably- Oh.
It's not that it was short. Don't get me wrong. The shortest ones are always the best ones, but maybe because of the song choice. But I ain't like it at all.
I would say, my opinion on Bad Vibes Forever. I think it's my second favorite X album. Question mark is my first.
I'd say this is my third favorite.
Because
It's question mark, then Ghetto Christmas Carol, then this. No, actually, hold up.
you got something to say?
No, it's my
Cosmic?
fourth.
Oh, fourth.
It's my fourth.
Cosmic.
You said what, Cosmic? Is it breaking up or is it just me?
Uh-oh.
That nigga fell in the void.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, he said give.
Alright, I can hear.
Yeah, give him some time. But yeah, I think
It was.
I think it was a good. I think it was a really good album, and the last song, I think that's a really good outro for
Nah.
to send
Yeah, the last.
a great send off to a
Yeah,
project.
the last song was good. The last song was good. I think. But it was
Okay, hello?
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you. It was
Alright.
okay, but it was. But I'll definitely take it over Skin Sound.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I think I like this more than Skins. But question mark is just too good.
It really is.
I don't think anything can beat question mark at X wise. I don't think anything can beat at question mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, any more topics you want to talk about? I would say Bad Vibes Forever for me. I would give it 9.5 out of 10.
That's a little too high. That's a little
You think
too
so?
high.
I think.
Yes. I'm sorry, but it didn't really do anything for me. It was alright, but it was just there. This album gets a 5 out of 10.
Damn.
It really had potential, but I just didn't like the songs. Like one half I liked, the other half I didn't like. So
Okay.
it gets a 5 out of 10.
5
It's
out
okay.
of 10. 5 out of 10 IGN. Let me stop.
Don't
Alright.
ever say that again.
So,
Bars. Don't-
so we got 9.5 out of 10 from me. We got 5 out of 10 from and we'll get a score from Cosmic in his new video on his Cos Music channel. So check that out. When that comes
Yeah. Titties.
I'll be forgetting Cosmic has the second channel.
But yeah, to all the JoJo fans, if you are interested in music, definitely go ahead and check out Cos Music.
Damn, Marsha, boy, you all on the screen with your lips. Say like, bruh.
He's like, Bill!
You like, dude,
Check out that channel!
check out my channel. It's called Boo. Like, you might want to watch your channel.
Ball like
Matter of fact, let's do a real quick send off. Let's do Vidal versus Android 18.
Well, I know what topic we could talk about.
Yeah,
Y'all
what's
didn't
up?
even mention it. The Jump Festa for Mark Kakarot reveal.
Oh shit! I forgot about
Oh.
Cantaloupe. Yeah.
So they're doing a reveal more in December for the 21st and the 22nd in Japan, and I'm pretty excited for that because they just recently I was gonna do a video on it, but I'm gonna still do it. But they're gonna show more gameplay of the of Kakarot and shit. We don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably be something related to the Majin Buu arc and shit. And it makes sense now because now we're getting close to the actual release date. Like the game literally comes out in a month and 10 days from now. So it's like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it. I don't know about how y'all feel about it, but
I'm
definitely
excited. I'm excited to check it out. Mainly for the gameplay. And the story mode is going to be obviously the same because we all know Dragon Ball.
I'm probably gonna do it.
We
I'm
already
probably
know
gonna do a
Dragon
whole
Ball Z
bunch of-
lore. Let me say Z,
Yeah.
not Dragon Ball, but the Dragon Ball Z lore. We know how it goes down, but we're mainly getting this game for mainly for the gameplay. Like, how different is this going to be from
the previous ones.
Previous ones. I think the
Yeah.
best Dragon Ball Z game, in terms of gameplay, I still stand by it. I will say Tenkaichi 3. I like how they made the story mode. I think they were more like I'm holding your hand with it, but at the same time it was like how the story was going was pretty good. 'Cause when
Yeah.
you get certain parts in the story mode, they'll tell you to click R3 to get to the cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was more immersive. That's the best way I can describe it. More immersive than any other Dragon Ball story, in my opinion. But yeah, you all get
I was especially fighting game wise though, because that was when they made that game. It kind of set the standard up very high. They can make a very good quality game. But I do think that this game is probably going to be the highest selling one since Fighters, because when Fighters came up, Fighters was an instant hit
Yeah.
because of all the level of detail. And I think this is going to top Fighters.
With Fighters, it was more gameplay first, Dragon Ball second.
Dragon Ball second, yeah, yeah, mechanical wise, because I don't care what Fighters is a good game, Fighter's is a good game, but it was made for the competitive scene. Well, also for casuals, but it was more for competitive, but still that space for casuals too as well that want to get up and play it as well. So it was made for both audience, but it's more competitive when you're going to take it up a notch. You really want to go competitive with it, shit like that. And when it comes to games like that, people always say, "Oh, it's trash." Like, no, maybe it just wasn't for you. You know, you might like it at a casual level. It's not bad.
I remember it in school. At school, it was like I think last year. I heard one of my friends say, "Oh, Dragon Ball Fighters is trash." I'm like, why? Why? Because of the story mode. I'm like, that's it? Not because of the gameplay, just the story mode. I get the story mode was lackluster, but the whole game is not trash.
Right.
Just because of that one element.
The one element does not define the entire game.
Right. Now we can talk about Jump Force. That's a different story. Jump Force is that's a lot is wrong with that game, but that's for a different story. But I found the schedule, and it says for Jump Fest, the Dragon Ball schedule, December 21st. So at 10:30 to 11, they're gonna have an introduction of new Dragon Ball products and big present stage. They're gonna have 11. Oh, this is interesting too. They're talking about a Dragon Ball Super anime special.
Oh damn.
So I don't know. We might actually get another movie, or we might get a special or something like that. Cause believe it or not, we're gonna get the anime is gonna come back some shape or form because of the manga. The manga is doing really well, and yeah, I've been saying some really good juicy shit about it. But they're gonna do that from 11:30 to 12, and they're gonna have Dragon Ball Hero Super, Dragon Ball Super from 12:30 to 12:30 to 1:30. Then they're gonna have Dokkan and Legend special for 30 minutes, and then they're gonna have Kakarot from 3 o'clock to 3:30. So we probably gonna get some more gameplay or something. And they're gonna have I think it's Super. Is that SDBH? I'm trying to remember what that is. I don't know what that is. But then they're gonna do another one the next day. They're gonna have Kakarot at like 12:30 to 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure what that is. Then they're gonna say 10:30 to 11 o'clock, the more Dragon Ball stuff, and then they're gonna do another Dragon Ball special again. So they're probably gonna talk more about that, and then the whole I think it's Dragon Ball Heroes. Yeah, I think they have Dragon Ball Heroes. They're gonna Championship Jump Festa 2020 final stage and support stage. So probably some stuff in regards to Dragon Ball Heroes and shit like that, which is cool. And that's on, I think that's 21st, 22nd is like the weekend. So I think that's a Saturday and a Sunday for those days. But I'm pretty excited, man, for that shit.
Yeah, like what we've been getting so far from Legends, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing right now. I'm still trying to get to the point where we can do the co-op shit, but I ain't there yet.
Oh, real quick though, I love this ultimate, Videl's ultimate in Budokai 3. It's so amazing. Sorry, but off topic. But back
You
to
like, you
topic.
get some dick tonight, girl. Okay.
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
But sorry, back.
You hit my woman. I was gonna get that pussy tonight, motherfucker.
Back on topic. Like the recent banner for
Damn.
Legends was
That penny shot.
Penny, shut the fuck up.
Who likes cubes?
The Goku Black banner. I think that banner was pretty good, and what how we were able to obtain the tickets and crystals for that event. I thought it went really well. I did spend over, I think, 12,000 crystals for that banner. I ended up getting Goku Black Rose. I'm happy, but it took a minute just to get it.
Damn. Hopefully I can get him, cause I didn't get him yet. But they had the thing that they all the 8,000 crystals you spend, you get like tickets back, and I got like 40 something.
I only got 23. It's fine. I didn't do a lot of multis. It's cool. It's whatever to me. But yeah. Any more topics y'all want to talk about before we
Wasn't you supposed to talk about a Boruto episode?
I think me and Corey are the main ones that really watch Boruto, but it's
Grimjow
Grimjow and Jump Force. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know about him too much because I'm not like the heavy Bleach fan like y'all. I know.
I'm not caught up. I'm not caught up in Bleach, so I don't know a lot about him.
Where the Bleach fans at? Where y'all at, man?
I'm right here. I'm right here, but I'm not far.
It's cool, man. But yeah, we're getting a new Jump Force DLC character, Grimjow from Bleach. Everybody that's a Bleach fan, y'all know who he is. It's whatever at this point with DLC characters in Jump Force. I think so far what we've been getting for DLC characters is pretty good. I think Bakugo, Majin Buu and All Might. They're my main 3 favorites so far in the DLC pack. So, I think when does he release? I know they updated.
What for Grimjow?
Yeah, when does he release? I think it's coming soon.
Like end of December.
Didn't they just drop? What's his name? My boy. From
The short
the,
nigga.
yeah. Didn't he just come out? And they finna release him already?
Yeah.
Who?
The
Boy,
short,
they
the
desperate.
Short ice dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Toshiro.
Yeah.
Little life
Toshiro.
dude.
Yeah, he was released about a few weeks ago, I think.
And they released another character not even that long ago. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try and get it before the year ends.
Mhm.
Probably around Jump Festa time.
They finna try to make a fucking Game of the Year edition for that motherfucker.
They better not.
They better not win
Nigga,
on.
what is the point of Game of the Edition when they already released a deluxe and a big deluxe edition? I can't remember.
Money talk, bullshit walks.
Money.
Ah, whatever. But
That's something Kelly doesn't understand.
yeah, Jump Force is pretty
Trash
much.
Force.
Oh, now it's trash, but you was one of the main niggas I like Jump Force.
Nigga, I got it for free, nigga. Hold on.
Oh my
Hey.
Can we talk about this after the stream?
Yeah, after the stream, nigga. But okay.
Hold on.
But
Hey.
all topics have been discussed. Guys.
Interview.
Any more topics y'all want to talk about before we end off?
Artist of the Decade,
no.
Childish Gambino.
Going what?
Artist of the Decade is Childish Gambino.
Oh, your artist of the decade.
That
is
was a
Childish
couple.
Gambino.
We already talked about that like last week's podcast. So
Alright, so anyway guys, thank you for tuning in for another week of the Future Prospects podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. So you can subscribe to me, Caligo45, B-Man the Killer, Aunt G's, Cosmic, Games Logic, and Joe the Animator. Thank you guys for coming by, staying tuned for the topics, and we will see you guys next week. Oh, also, sorry, real quick. If any of you guys play Legends, we made a guild on Legends called sounds funny. F Prospects.
Fuck the prospect, nigga.
Capital F Prospects, and that's Prospects with a Z. So, if you play Legends, you can search us up on Legends, and we'll send you guys invitation, or you can request an invitation, and we will accept you. So
Matter of fact, if you are interested, comment on this live stream, and whoever comes across this that you're interested, and then we'll send you the code so you can get in.
Yes.
And everything. So.
And B-Man will make another video, or he will further explain that on his channel. So check that out as well.
You heard.
So thank you all once again for tuning in for this week's podcast, and we'll see you guys next. Oh my God.
it's your boy Lil No. It's your boy Lil No Hose.
It's your boy Lil
No Hose.
Lil Butt. Lil,
You know,
it's your boy hit that bitch in the eye with an iPhone.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
I didn't say that. Like,
Peace.
all right.